Today we are with
Steve Pennington.
And Hollye Horton.
All right. Steve, where are you from?
From Birmingham, Alabama, right in the heart of Jefferson County.
All right. Always been from there?
That's right. Born, raised, educated, and worked right there in Birmingham.
All right. And what about you, Hollye?
I'm from Birmingham, Alabama also.
All right. What part of town?
West side.
West side. All right. I've lived over here a couple of times. Today we're going to talk about Nashville Bound, which is a service that Steve offers. Steve, tell us about the service.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Nashville Bound is just completing its third year of being in existence, and I put it together as an organization, as an Academy of Country Music, to help young people get in the music business and work in the music business. Not to try to discover stars, make them famous, but I wanted young people who love music to have an opportunity to perform and make a living in the music field, but they had to understand that it was work and they needed education to do that. So Nashville Bound is creating opportunities and creating educational opportunities for them to know how to work in the business, so that when they go to the professional arena, which we hope is Nashville, obviously by the name, that they can go into town, go on stage, and be right there with any of the veterans who are many, many times older with many more years of experience of knowing exactly what to do and how to do it once they reach that stage.
Okay. What qualifies you to teach this?
Well, I've been in the music business my entire life. Started as a piano player back when I was a child and got pretty good at it fast, so I accompanied for people and went through the logical progression of playing for folks, standard education, classical music, music education training at several of the universities here in the state. Then I became an accompanist for Andrew Gainey, to me the greatest voice teacher that's ever been in Alabama. And after working with him for 16 years, kind of as his protege, I decided I was going to take up his mantle and teach voice. So for the last 27 years, I've been teaching voice in the Birmingham area, and more of a commercial style voice, not an opera or choral. Nothing wrong with that, but I am a commercial voice teacher. And then all of a sudden, I found myself with accumulating a lot of great talent, and decided we need to do something with these people because there's so much great talent in our area, and I just felt they needed opportunities to perform and perfect their trade, and so that's the reason I do what I do.
Okay. And Hollye, when did you get interested in music?
Basically my whole life. But I didn't start until, at least with guitar and writing, until a couple of years ago, and here I am.
Okay. And who taught you guitar?
I am self-taught, but right now I have a guitar teacher. His name is Alan Tolbert.
Okay. And your songs, what do you write about mostly?
Life. Anything really. I mean, whether it's love or heartbreak or, friendship or
Or duct tape.
yeah, inside joke.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
anything.
What about those that say you're awful young to be talking about country subjects like breaking up and divorce and heartbreak and
Well, I don't really know what to say to him.
okay. You ever had your heart
I'm just
broken?
a writer. I'm a storyteller.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
No. Well, a crush.
Okay.
So.
Crushes, that's why they call them that. We've all been through it.
Yeah.
I mean, Annette Funicello never really come see me, so. I bet she don't know who that is.
No, she probably doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
Mickey Mouse Club.
Okay.
She was our generation's Britney Spears.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and you want to tell us some of the students that you have?
Well, it's far-reaching in all genres of music, but I think what's pertinent right here is talking about Nashville Bound. I feel like the Kentucky basketball coach who has to reload his freshman class every year because they move on and do special things so quickly, and that's one thing that's been very rewarding about Nashville Bound. Frustrating but I have to re-recruit and get them in here because people like Victoria Kemp, who's from Tuscaloosa, with Kate Falcon and Savannah Coker came out of our first year group. They formed a group that goes by Sweet Tea now, and they're quite successful, fairs and festival circuit, writing and doing an EPK project in Nashville currently. But they just play all the time and are being looked at by many noteworthy producers right now. Jackson Capps, who was with us for the first 2 years, just recently signed with Michael Jones Entertainment, who's the people that helped develop Sarah Evans. So he's under their tutelage right now, doing some special things. Megan Markle, who worked with this year one, now going by the stage name of Megan Kane, is playing and writing all over the area. Works with Mark Barnett in Nashville, Tennessee. Has produced an EP CD already. And it just, the list goes on, but the point is they get so much experience doing what they do, they can get out and make their own way pretty fast. And so very excited about it. I am going to make a list of what's going on with them and post it on my website one day. Where are they now? Where are they now? What are they doing?
Where they are now.
All right.
A book.
That's good. And you have showcases during the year.
I do. 2 annual events that we have is the Workplace Show, which I call the first band show. The guys and girls play acoustically for the first 3 months or so, and then we schedule a band show at Workplay to allow them to show off an acoustic set, and then we put a band on stage with them and kind of amp it up and make it a lot bigger special performance. And then the other annual event is our trip to Nashville, and we conclude our season with going to Nashville and performing in the downtown area. This year we're going on August 6th, 7th, and 8th, and our time will do some performances actually outside of Nashville, as well as a Nashville-style recording event that the kids have never participated in 3 years. So that's our unique part of the trip, is we will actually be doing a recording session in Nashville at one of the famous studios, and the kids will be getting to perform at the Country Music Hall of Fame on the Saturday that we are there. So our two annual events, Workplay and the trip to Nashville, are very important.
All right. I can see how they would be. Hollye, you look forward to it?
Oh yeah, I love playing up in Nashville.
Okay. And can you remember your first gig and how that went?
I can remember she's sitting on a stool and looked at the floor for about 2 hours.
Not really, but I just, looking back on it now, it just...
And it was at you remember?
But I just remember getting up on stage and, before I went up on stage, I had all these things I had to do, sing into the microphone, this and that and the other thing. And I remember getting up on stage and my mind went blank.
At T. Wayne's Barbecue on I-459, I think that's probably where we started.
Yeah, pretty sure.
All right. You must have made some impact because he doesn't have music anymore.
Oh, that's one way to look at it. They say, we close the place down.
All right. Where do you see yourself in the future, Hollye?
Oh. I don't know. Somewhere, I guess. I'm hoping to get into writing and stuff, develop a career in writing. But I don't know. I'll see where it takes me.
Okay, and most of your stuff is introspective, right?
She's our deep thinker. That's what I tell everybody. Hollye is our deep thinker. So the music of hers you really want to listen to, pay attention to the words, as you should always when you're hearing new songs. But she's a pretty deep thinker for her great old 15-year-old self, I'll tell you.
All right. And what else you want to tell the folks about Nashville Bound?
Well, I want people to know that Nashville Bound is an ongoing process. As I mentioned about recruiting, we need new talent, and there's great talent everywhere in the state of Alabama. I go to fairs and festivals. I go to pageants, to school talent shows, usually because I have students in them already, but it gives me an opportunity to see other people. So it's a constant recruit, find new people that are talented and that want to do something special with that talent. Not everybody wants to be in the music business, so you've got to find that absolutely right person who has that attitude of wanting to better themselves in that area. If they want to be a cheerleader, fine. If they want to play soccer or basketball, or that's fine too. But we want serious-minded people who want to give it a try at the music business and try it as a lifestyle. But They may just want to go to college and be able to fund their college experience by going somewhere, restaurants, and planning shows and making tips. Saves the parents a lot of money, one thing for sure. So we're going to keep recruiting and see where it takes us.
All right. And tell us about being Santa Claus.
I guess I should say. Yeah, I've been Santa Claus about as long as I've been teaching voice professionally, and that was just kind of a fluke. Somebody at the school asked me to do it with the old fake beard and the cheap suit. Then about 3 years in, I got pretty serious, and in 1999, I grew this, and so this is a state of grow and cut back over the years, because I don't always want to look like Santa Claus every day, but it's been a great career. I've combined my music with Santa Claus, and like my website is santasingalongs.com. So I go to schools, churches, and corporate events and sit at a keyboard and play Christmas songs at the request of the audience, and we sing and play. And then I've had the wonderful experience of being at every major mall property in the Jefferson County area. Last few years I've been at the Galleria, and this year you'll see me as the singing Santa Claus at Brookwood Village. So I'm looking very forward to that entree into the last of the prime malls in the state to be a part of it. So I really enjoy it. It's a great way to combine music and Christmas and Santa Claus and kids.
Can't
Can't get any better.
Yeah.
I agree with that. All right, Hollye, would you grace us with a song?
Sure.
All right.
All right, get your guitar.